Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be looking into the potential receipts that Buckingham Palace and the other palaces have on Harry and Meghan, stuff that they could release in rebuff of the claims that will be made in the next up and coming Netflix documentary series. We've had parts 1 to 3. We're expecting parts 4, 5 and 6 to hit next week. So I just thought it'd be interesting to see what information we can get from the cards for entertainment purposes only, of course, around Harry and Meghan's potential, anything that they might want to get out that the palace might have information on. We are going to use the Morgan Greer tarot deck to start with. So yeah, but before I begin, if you're new here, hello, please subscribe, like and share. It really helps my channel out. If you've been here for a while, thank you so much for your support. I do appreciate it. You can become a channel member, which is the emotional support coven, for £2.99 a month, which means you get extra videos, extra questions, and a members only live stream throughout the month. So thank you so much for being here to all the emotional support coven. I do appreciate you guys. And without further ado, let's have a look into it and see where we're getting with what Buckingham Palace may have allegedly on Harry and Meghan. So I'm just going to pull a few cards and see. This isn't going to be a Celtic cross spread to start, but I'm just going to pull a few cards and see what they have on them. Okay. So first off, they're glad they're gone. They're like, bye. They walked away and they feel like they chose to walk away. They are glad they have left. Something to do with going back to childhood, okay. And children, and the Page of Pentacles. Very interesting. They do have something around Archie's birth that they are not telling us. They do have something regarding legal issues and conflated issues about maybe there's something to do with the current state of affairs regarding Meghan and Harry versus the government. So that's interesting. They'll have more information on that. Interesting about lovers. And the Queen of Wands. All right then. So they have kept some stuff out of the paper with regards to past relationships with regarding Meghan. They have stopped stories regarding Meghan and her past out of the papers as well, but they do know all about them. So not only do they have something regarding the birth and them walking away, they also have some information regarding legal issues, maybe some super injunctions regarding relationships and unions from Meghan's past. And the Queen of Wands has come up in reverse here. So that is showing that there's something very much from Meghan's past that they have tried to suppress and kept. But they are aware of it all, and it's something that could easily be put in the public domain. And I feel that could be put in the public domain by the palace, but it could be put in the public domain by the papers as well. So it does feel like they know more than they're letting on. Again, there's something to do with the charities. There's something to do with how they did something with the Queen and the Chariot. Okay, so they really feel at the minute they are using the Queen's image to raise money, raise funds. They are trying to link it back to them, and they are the Chariot. They feel like they're being chaotic and going forward and just kind of like charging their way through things. They're being very bullish about it. But if they tarnish the Queen's image furthermore with regarding their charity, with regarding any kind of goodwill and work and being like beneficial, they will come back and they will use it. So I feel like if they come for the Queen, or if they come for Catherine, or if they come for Camilla, then there will be a releasing of stuff. Now the Page of Pentacles, Archie is a Taurus, it's a young Taurus energy, and there's something regarding the childhood and regarding motherhood and birth around that is being kept away. So the palace does know something else. So let me have a look and just see how the palace are going to handle and respond to the next Netflix scenario, because there already is some can't think of my words, kind of iffies going on between Netflix or the production company and the palace, because the palace say, well, we'd never had anyone reach out for a statement, and then they've kind of went, well, we did have someone get in touch for a statement, but we didn't know who that was, so we were asked to double check who they were, and they never got back to us. So yeah, let's which is fair enough. I mean, they can have any Tom, Dick or Harry getting in touch with them, haha. And that would be very much that it. So how they're going to handle it? Well, William is incensed by it all, and he feels like it's very damaging what's going to be coming next. That he feels, William is probably going to feel like he is being attacked, which is interesting because we haven't necessarily got that. Yeah. And there is going to be a lot of hurt. We haven't got a sense that William hasn't come necessarily through too much. They've taken slights against Catherine, they've taken slights against people who marry into the firm, but William is really not happy with how things have going and how things have gone so far, and he's hurt by it. But it's the Three of Swords in reverse. It's getting over that hurt. Here we have the Seven of Swords above. They know that there has been tricks. They know things have been taken out of context, manipulated, and things have been taken without permission. So this can be photographs, films, things like that. And also the whole kind of almost claiming that I am claiming my mother, even though he didn't know his mother. Wheel of Fortune is here. Now this is a very kind of interesting time for the monarchy. Their fortunes have changed. The Queen has passed this year. We have a new king. We have the first Christmas without Her Majesty, the longest reigning monarch in recent history, I think. And with the Wheel of Fortune underneath, they are going to be very much looking into how everybody has perceived them, how the papers have perceived them, how the British public has perceived this slight. It's actually going to work out better for the monarchy in the long run. I know people are going, oh my God, they can't say this, but they have the Wheel of Fortune underneath them at this particular moment. So everybody can see the games that are being played. Two of Rods is not, it's basically parting company, bad business, and having a juxtaposition with Harry and Meghan over in the overseas. But here we have the Eight of Wands, and the Eight of Wands is positive. I do feel like in this sense it is positive because they know for a fact they are going to get a lot of stuff thrown at them online. They are going to get a lot of hate comments. They're going to get a lot of what we call sugars coming for them. They are going to get all of that kind of thing, but they're prepared for it. And they know it's coming because a lot of people have been backwards and forwards online. There's a lot of people speaking out more and more saying, actually, I don't think all of this information that they're giving is correct. We've got the Five of Cups there, which is, again, grief moving onwards with heartbreak and sorrow. And the Ten of Cups, happy families in reverse. Okay. So they're still having a difficult time. There's still going to be some uncomfortable conversations around everything that's going on. I do feel like the palace will be more proactive in rebuffing stories. I do feel like they don't necessarily need to do things because the general public know. And there's a lot of people online, a lot of commentators, and a lot of different have different opinions about this, but there's a lot of people who have opinions that are supportive of the monarchy. They're worried about being on the defensive. Now that's a smaller worry. They don't want to get attacked. They don't want to be caught off guard. They don't want to be on the wrong foot when things come in. So they're just making sure everything is done. And the High Priestess in reverse. Okay. So one of the things that they are very worried about is any reputational damage to the Queen's legacy. And this is going to have some dint in it. It's not as much as I think Meghan and Harry were probably wanting, but this is, or whoever produced this film wanted, but Harry and Meghan signed off on it, and they are going to get that. This is also something with that in the future as well. I've got to say, there are going to be secrets that have been stuck away that are going to be revealed. We are going to find out a lot of stuff. I don't think it's going to come directly from the palace, but the palace knows more than they'll let on. I think from reading between the lines here and reading what the information we've got here, the palace knows exactly and are fully aware of the Seven of Swords there, of everything that's gone on. I feel we're going to hear from more information regarding Archie's birth, and I don't think it's going to come from the palace, because the palace are kind of like, oh no, they don't want to necessarily hear about it. They just want to move on and keep moving. They're feeling hurt by it. William feels hurt by it, and I feel like William will have more of a say of like, right, we're just going to keep moving. I don't think we're going to get the palace saying, well, actually you did this, this and this and this, because they're too kind to do that. But I do feel that there is going to be people that maybe have worked and left the palace, and maybe people in the media who are going to break news stories about Meghan and Harry allegedly for entertainment purposes only. And there's going to be people are going to see and be quite shocked, especially coming through 2023, about the birth of Archie. Around the birth of Archie, there's going to be information coming out, and there's going to be information coming out about Meghan's past as well. That's not going to be so kind of comfortable for some people. And there's going to be information as well coming out about their lawsuits. Again, that's going to be uncomfortable for some people who may be supporting them right now. It's going to be quite revealing. There's also going to be information coming out about their charity, which is going to make them look less like Queen Elizabeth or any Princess Diana than before. So the palace knows, and they have a very good measure of what's going on. But I do believe they are too gracious and too generous to say anything. But I think other people are very protective of the royal family, and there will be people who have worked in them, and they will waiver their NDAs, and they will not, the palace won't waiver them, they will get out of their NDAs themselves. And really all it has to do is a newspaper pay a fee to lift the retainer off the NDA, and they should be able to speak out on it, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. There we go. But what do you guys think? Is there anything you'd like to add? Anything you'd like to take away? Is there anything you want to add to the cards? Let me know down in the comments below. Thank you very much for being here, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, everyone.